Welcome to our White Candle Magic question and answer session. Okay. I am going to be your teacher for today, Dr. Shakir, otherwise known as Huganzo. I am so happy that you all are here because this is a once in a lifetime opportunity because we are pioneering something new, something that has never happened before. Okay. It has never happened before. What we're doing is unique. It is one of a kind. Globally, you can look at it. There's nothing else like it. And you all are about to participate in it for free. Now, you're probably sitting here like, why are you doing this for free? And it's because we are seriously committed to making sure that you all can grow and learn under us. And because we don't want to hoard the secrets of African spirituality. Now, see, our magic is not stronger than European people's magic. The thing is that if you are an ignorant person, it doesn't matter how many secrets that you have, how many deities you can work with. If you're not intelligent, you're not smart, you're ignorant, you're going to get defeated anyway. Doesn't matter. It's not about power. It's about strategy. And here at Black Spectrum Network, we're focused on helping you to learn the art of war because we realize there's a war on us as Black people. I am a millennial Black person, a Black man, and I realized there was a war on me. And y'all as Black women, predominantly, and Black men in here too, we've all realized, we've all raised our awareness to know that this white candle magic ritual represents a moment, a very important moment in 2020, the year of clear vision, where we are all seeking clarity. We're all trying to bond. We're all trying to mobilize. Okay? The thing is that the reason that the Haitian Revolution was successful is because we mobilized. It wasn't because our magic was more powerful. It was because we were more organized, bitch. Okay? It doesn't matter how powerful you are. If your team is weak, if y'all have a weak link, if you all are not united, guess what? They running in your spot just to get their stacks up, taking all your shit. Now, that being said, we're going to start our introductions with Priestess Peach Blossom, who is a staff member at Black Spectrum Network, also my best friend. We're then going to get an introduction from my third wife, Priestess Tisha, also my personal assistant. We have my protege here, the Garden Goddess, the miniature me, my Scorpio sister, my Queen of Hearts sister. We're going to get the Garden Goddess to come in and speak to you all as well. And then we have you all as this godmother, the master of ceremony, the leader herself, Priestess L'Oreal. She's coming here to talk to her babies. Okay? So after the introductions, we're going to then get into the lesson and the things that we want to emphasize for you all about the White Candle Magic Ritual. I'm going to mute myself. And Priestess Peach Blossom, please introduce yourself and so on and so forth.
Hi, everybody. So I am the Hoodoo Priestess. I am the Memphis Conjure Woman. Okay. Notice I did not say friendly. Okay. I'm the Memphis Conjure Woman. I practice Southern Hoodoo. And I'm so glad that you guys are here. I'm glad that I'm actually getting to talk to you guys and people that talk to me on YouTube all the time. Hi, everybody, even people that are from Facebook. So I'm excited that you're here and that you're willing to learn. I want you guys to really participate in this. This is going to be really grand. If you're here, it's because you were listening. There's a church song that says, I'll be somewhere listening for my name. And you were somewhere listening for your name because you were asking God for a sign. Like, I feel this for somebody. You were asking God for a sign, or you just didn't know what to do next. Well, here's your sign, because you can change so much with white candle magic. I do offer mentorship. It's with Southern Hoodoo. Me and my girls and my coven, we get shit done. We love each other, and it's important to be in an African community. This is what spirituality is about. So if you are not about community, getting to know one another and helping each other out, then African spirituality as a whole is not for you. We at Black Spectrum Network, we don't do lone witches. We don't do things by ourselves. We all study together. We all work together. So I look forward to having some of you guys on board. Okay. I think Priestess Tisha is next. Hi, Tisha.
Hi, Priestess Peach Blossom. And hello, everyone. I'm Priestess Tisha, and I am Hugonzo's goddaughter, and I'm also a part of the mentorship. But I wanted to say a couple of things which are very important, and I'm going to expand on what Priestess Peach Blossom just mentioned in terms of us working together as an African community. I want you all to understand something, that this group ritual that we're going to be doing, it requires your full participation. You cannot miss a step in this ritual, or else you're going to risk blocking your own blessings and everyone else's blessings that's involved. And so this is really for serious students only. And the day that we start and the day that we end, it's already been determined and decided. And so it can't be stopped. And with that being said, if you have other obligations, such as work, if you're on call, if you're going out of town, if you've got something already planned, then you need to actually sit down and think about if this is something that you can dedicate yourself to, a full, complete 30 days. You want to think about that. And what I want to also say is that there are so many people that are going to be participating in this ritual, along with myself, other people in this mentorship, and other people that are part of the Voodoo Institute, and you will not fuck this up for us. That's just what I want y'all to know. It will be downright disrespectful, and for all of y'all that are involved, y'all are going to be disrespected as well from your peers. And so what I want you all to understand is that disrespect is not tolerated here on any level, and y'all need to really hold each other accountable. Don't forget that. The last thing I want to say is that really, really, truly consider mentorship, as Priestess Peach Blossom just mentioned, because this ritual that we're going to be doing is going to change your life. But just imagine what mentorship can do for you. So it'll allow you to be the best representative for yourself, as well as for your ancestors. And that's what I got to say.
Y'all were preaching. So hi, Priestess Peach Blossom. Good to see y'all. Thank you for that, Tisha. Ooh, I felt the flame from over here. Hi, everyone. I am the Garden Goddess. I am one of Hugonzo's goddaughters here at the Voodoo Institute. I did this ritual when I first entered into the mentorship, and it completely changed my life. So I want to emphasize this. You get what you give. So if you give this your all, you will see it. So if you're someone that needs money, this is a perfect ritual to conjure money and pay your bills on time, get your credit up. If you're someone that struggles with health issues, this could be a perfect ritual to help you get aligned, with your health. But it's all moving on one accord. We all move as one unit. So when one of you guys slacks, it shows up in the ritual. So it's so important that you guys hold each other accountable. Even if it comes off mean, it's important that you guys stick to the regimen. Be on one another. If someone's falling off, get on them, even if that means hurt feelings are going to happen. It is what it is. You know, it's not about your feelings, it's about the work. And you are only as good as how useful you are. So I want to emphasize that. Be a team, be honest in your work, be genuine, and follow the rules, and you will see the benefits from it, for sure. And mobilize. That's the biggest thing. I want you guys to take away that from what Hugonzo said. Success comes from not how powerful you are, not how smart you are, but how you work as a team and as a unit. You get stronger just from that. So that's all I wanted to say.
Thank you so much, Whitney. Hello, everyone. I am Priestess L'Oreal. I am a magical herbalist at the Voodoo Institute. I divine using tarot, and I am Hugonzo's goddaughter. I will be helping you guys along the white candle magic ritual with your divinations and questions that you may have throughout the 30 days. I just want to reiterate what all the other ladies were saying. It is important to support each other along the way, because being committed and staying disciplined is important. You all are accountable for your own part in this ritual. We are a coven. We are not lone witches, which has been reiterated through the other ladies. We help each other troubleshoot issues, and if someone is slacking off, we will know and we will call you out on that. your God brothers and your God sisters are very important. And this community is very important because it's very rare to find a community where you know that people are praying for you, people have your back, and they are self-developing with you. I want to talk about my experience with the White Candle Magic ritual as well, like Whitney, Priestess Whitney. When I first started the White Candle Magic ritual in February, I had no previous experience doing any type of magical work. I was new to it. I was extremely nervous and I did not understand. In the group chat, I was driving a lot of people crazy because I was asking everybody to help me troubleshoot. I couldn't start my candle. And it was very important that I had that this community and this support system to help me along the way. So yeah, I'm just really excited to meet all of you guys and speak with you guys. You guys have been really doing really well in the chat, and I love the conversation that I see going on. You guys are getting familiar with each other, and I just love to see it. And I just can't wait. I'm very excited. That's all.
Okay, thank you for that, everybody. That was wonderful. So we wanted to just get into, a few points, well, re-emphasizing a few points that we've already made to you all. And the first is that you need to do this ritual on time, which means that on time means that at some point on Sunday, that candle needs to be lit. And you all know how to do good candle magic. The reason that you all have lit candles and you got hit or miss magic is because your ass had hit or miss intentions. And you all thought that by reading them little witch memes and going on Instagram and checking a Facebook group and picking up a hoodoo, whatever book, that you was gonna really seriously do some amazing magic. And you could have. You very much could have. But you did it that one time, that hit or miss magic. I know how some of y'all can be out here just getting it, learning on your own. You know what I'm saying? Just overly excited. But I'm gonna tell you the truth. The priestess that was on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta that did the reading for Mimi way back in 2012, that's who the fuck I was apprenticing under, okay? I came in this shit under a Palero. Not a Palero, but she's a Palero, but it's the same thing. A Yay, okay? I apprenticed under her. I worked with her. I made money with her. Okay? Not only that, I did my shit independent. I got out here and got it out the fucking mud. I built my shit. I've been building my shit since I was 23. Okay? Check Black Spectrum Network. The motherfucker was built October 2014. The very first video up on that bitch is a web series with me and my friends in grad school in my doctorate program. Okay? So I've been working on my shit, and I've been doing this quite a long time. So I'm telling y'all that you need to do this ritual on time at some point in time during the day and do what I said. I don't care what other people have told you out there on YouTube. You're no longer in their coven. You're now involved in what it is that we're doing. We're doing a group ritual with each other, and you can literally think of it as having unprotected sex with everybody in this group chat. Okay? So welcome to Black Spectrum Network. The second thing that I want to speak about was completing all the assignments. I'm a professor. Some of the stuff that I've heard about me on YouTube and Lipstick Alley, I don't give a flying fuck. You goddamn right. I'm elitist as a motherfucker. You're damn right. I am, bitch. I have a right to be. I work too goddamn hard for my black ass not to be really strict and very serious about the shit that I'm telling y'all. You will do all the assignments. I wrote it in that document for a reason. In order for you to build the legacy that I am building, in order for you to have the resume that I am building, in order for you to do those accurate ass readings that I have been doing, how the fuck did I get so good? I read for hours at a time. And yes, I was getting my doctorate and doing the shit. Yes, I was building my goddamn business. Okay? In the same way that motherfuckers is up in here hustling and getting it, working out, taking care of their kids, fucking a man, fucking a wife, all the responsibility, you all can do it. You will complete all the assignments because this, again, I still am college professor, and I need for you all to know that I have the expectation that you all as grown ass people of at least 20 years and above know how to do assignments and to turn things in on time. Deferring to the senior priestesses. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted, because we got Black Spectrum Network sitting up in here, okay? And we lurking in the chat. What deference to the senior priestesses means is this. There are people down in Haiti that initiated before me, that are much less powerful than me, that have less secrets than I do, that can speak Creole and have been practicing this shit longer and have much less of a clientele than I do. But I still pay them deference because they came in before me and they are my elder. So, welcome to an African spiritual community, okay? I don't know what types of covens and Facebook groups and witchery y'all have been doing and all the other shit, but that ain't that no more. I defer to Metpoto. I've kicked people out my mentorship. I've kept people in it because he's wanted me to. It's people I've had to literally keep working with because he's told me to, okay? I deferred. He does control my business, and he's peep game on everybody in there. If you don't believe that he's a real Hugon, try us, okay? You all saw, if y'all look through them photographs, y'all saw that human skull, and it ain't Metpoto's. Do you all want to join in about deference? Anyone want to say anything about deference before we move on to the
I got a lot that I kind of want to say. So because I know that this ritual is free, that some of you guys are going to pussyfoot it, some of you guys are not going to take it seriously, and like Priest Tisha said, you're going to fuck it up for everybody. The reason why, it's several reasons why you pay priestesses or you pay your readers. One, there's an exchange of energy, okay? Nobody is doing anything out here for free, okay? It's an exchange of energy. But one, if you didn't pay for it, you really probably wouldn't value it. So here's the opportunity to take this. You know, me and Hugon must have lost our damn minds for doing this. But take this from the universe and really apply it, because Priestess L'Oreal is not lying. Priestess Tisha is not lying. Priestess Whitney is not, for the guardian priestess is not lying. This white magic ritual we're about to teach you literally changes lives. Will make shit shake, would make all of that happen, but you have to actually show up. You actually have to do the assignments. Everybody is full of excuses, okay? If you're one of those people who gonna find a way to come up with an excuse, spare us, please. Spare us the bullshit. Because how you show up for this ritual is a real reflection on how you show up in your life. It's a real reflection, and if you're gonna show up for yourself, you're not doing this ritual for me, baby. I got clients. I got a mentorship. I have a coven. I'm straight. I got my husband. I got my kids, you know, everything I could have wanted. I got it. You're not doing this for me. You are doing this for yourself. And so this is really going to show how much you really love and care for yourself. And we're going to be looking at it. Now, going to the senior priestesses in African spirituality, if I've been doing this longer than some 40-year-old, guess what? That 40-year-old got to respect me as their elder. So I don't give a fuck how old you are. Give a fuck about what you think you know, because honestly, you probably don't know shit, to be completely honest. These Facebook groups, these Instagram, you know, memes and stuff, I see it and I laugh at it, because what is it backed by? Again, who is out here just giving out real ass free sacred information? Understand that some of the information that you got in the White Candle Magic courses, you were able to kind of get a sneak peek into. Some of that is sacred information. We're not going to give you the secrets and you can't handle the little bit of sacred information that we gave to you. So I'm one of the pet peeves of mine is bringing me something that you heard on Facebook, like patchouli is good for money. If that's all you think patchouli is good for, sign up for mentorship, because the thing is, it's so hard getting people that want free information for Instagram and Facebook to convert, because we're actually teaching you. You're actually learning the whys and the science behind magic. So please come prepared. Please respect the senior priestesses that we have put in place to help run this coven. We don't do disrespect, period. I'm on your ass. You disrespect Mepoto. I'm on your ass. You disrespect Hugonzo. I'm on your ass. You disrespect any of those girls they are like my nieces. Okay. I'm on your ass. This is not spirituality. This is spirituality. So the stakes are high. I'm on your ass. You do something that's out of line. We tell you to write with a black marker, write with a black marker. I don't want to see red. I don't want to see yellow. I don't want to see pink. I don't want to see green. I don't want to see none of that. Please follow the instructions. Sometimes you may not know why you got to do it. You got to go to sleep at 6 o'clock. You may not understand why it's not for you to understand yet. Okay, but it is part of the ritual, as Priestess Tisha said. It is part of, we've already planned this ritual out. You don't got no say-so in it. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And if you cannot follow the ritual, please do not participate. Let's also talk about not having money. Y'all, as Black people, y'all got to get out of that. Y'all got to come up out of here. You got to come up out of that poverty mindset. Oh, I don't think I got the money for mentorship. You know why you don't have the money for mentorship? Because you're not spending it. How many, and this is a rhetorical question, but how many people in here penny pinch? You know, y'all know how to struggle. If you don't know nothing else, you know how to barely get by. Okay, raise your hand. I actually can see y'all on my computer. Raise your hand if you know how to struggle like no other. Baby, you know how to barely pay that light bill. Okay, you know how to make ends meet. You know how to, baby, you know how to make your car break down as soon as you don't need it. Okay, you know how to struggle. Guess what? You don't have to live like that. I know Christianity told you that, you know, to suffer is to gain, and I'm here to tell you that it's bullshit. Even Jesus don't like that shit. Okay, it's bullshit. You don't got to suffer like that. The reason why you can struggle the way you can is because you're choosing to. You're gonna have to let that money go. You're gonna have to money go. You never notice white walk around like they ain't worried about money, because they are, money is currency. It's energy, and that's all it is. You, Ashe. Sorry. If you have the Ashe to bring the flow of income in your life, and you won't have to worry about if I got enough money. You don't even have to worry about that. It's just how much is it? I'll have it, and you know your ancestors are gonna give it to you. Now, Priestess Tisha, Priestess Whitney, and Priestess L'Oreal, am I lying? Am I lying about that? Don't money just come?
Yes, it sure does.
No, like that.
We have plenty of
all of this. Well,
I'm
I don't
sorry,
know.
Priestess.
No, go ahead, Priestess. Go ahead.
Yeah, we have plenty of testimonies of people making shit shake out of no way. Especially like me, I lost my job in May, and my bank. I'm sitting at home. My bank account is full. I'm good, and I'm here. So yeah, there's always testimonies to make a way.
Hold on. Okay. So all of that
like
whole
this.
I don't like this. Let me
piss me off. So I don't like hearing that bullshit that I can't afford it. You cannot afford it because you keep holding on to your money. And you're never gonna get money if your fist is closed like here. How you gonna receive anything? Can I receive anything but a fight with my fist closed like this? Can I receive anything with my fist closed like this? No. So you keep holding on to that money, and you ain't gonna ever receive shit. You gonna continue to be on that job that barely pay you. You gonna continue to have a car that barely want to run. You gonna continue to be in the same stagnant situation that you've been in. Let it go. Mentorship costs money. If you want to learn and you really want to know what you're doing, guess what? You're gonna have to spend money, because we're not doing it for free.
I want to join in real quick to speak about that. Spending money. So the priestess Peach is right. When it comes to spending money, let me break it down for you all sociologically. Okay, when we think about the financial, when we think about let's think about educational attainment in the United States. You know, Black people are earning more degrees than ever, right? But Black people are still underrepresented in all these different industries, correct? We hear these different cultural sociologists and historians speaking about how technology has transformed. It's like you've opened up access to education for African Americans, but you're not teaching them about how to exploit every opportunity available to them in a society that's becoming technologically advanced, right? So if your brain is like if your brain is a computer, what does that say for those that are computer literate? When we think about financial literacy in the African American community, we know that our financial literacy is damn near non-existent. I had a client yesterday who called me saying that she had an 800 credit score and she was trying to get a 2-unit family home so that she could open a business in one home for her family, you know, and then live in the other. The Spirit board said, restructure your credit. She comes back and says she has an $800 credit score. Now me, I'm a business person. What she's not realizing is that the thing that I'm sitting here is like, if you have a near $800 credit score, your income is too low. If you have a business, your cash flow is too little. In addition to that, I'm also a business. In addition to that, I'm also thinking she can't qualify for money cash advances because PayPal, Square, they're not offering those right now. Due to the perception that small business owners that don't do credit checks are going to default on those loans. Did this person know that? Hell no. But they call themselves a business owner. I'm a business owner, bitch. I am a real business owner. To be an entrepreneur means to work for yourself, which means that you got some people be like, oh, they got their own business. You know, he fixes trucks. No, that is a mechanic and he is an entrepreneur. A business person has employees and they collect commission. So if you didn't know the difference between any of those things, then if you didn't even know what the fuck I'm talking about, if you don't know what profit margins are, if you don't know what the difference between cash flow, liquid cash, and your actual like revenue, you don't know, you need to be in this Candle Magic class. And your ass definitely needs to be in mentorship because I can teach you a lot. Y'all can learn a lot from me. Not even with magic. Y'all can learn a lot from me, not even sociologically. African American studies. You can learn a lot from me, period, bitch. You can. Get like me. So that being said, you're not only going to be spending money for mentorship, you are around. Let me tell you, we have experienced people, and like these are professional people. We have people, Monse Friedla, she is an executive administrator in the largest hospital in Ohio. Dr. Proctor, otherwise known as Monse Say, she was the chair of a science, technology, and engineering and math department at an HBCU. Dr. T is an Ivy League professor at Brown University. You're literally learning from people who are Black excellence. And in addition to that, we are spiritual. So you can go and choose to learn from the people who chose not to go and make themselves literate, and you can learn from them. But I know how to build a business. I know how to build people up. I know how to help motherfuckers get money. I paid my students. Okay? I paid commas. Okay? And y'all know I have. If I charge $33 for a class and you see 45 motherfuckers up in that shit and I'm not teaching it, bitch, somebody made what's called a tea bag at my business. Spend money. Because at the end of the day, this client ain't never, ever gonna have their home. She is gonna have to wait 3 to 4 years to get the home. Why? Financial literacy. But you can either pay me and I can tell you what's up. It ain't shit for me. I could get an MBA tomorrow. I could be enrolled in an MBA program right now. I could literally say, you know what? I want to go to Harvard's MBA program and be enrolled. try me. I could. I don't need to though. But what I am telling you about money is this. If you already don't know how to make shit shake materially, how are you gonna make shit shake magically? How do you know how to control and command the principalities and tell them what parts of the business, what economic structures, what silos of income to really target? You can learn a lot from me. I can show you how to get money. You don't have to be broke. I used to be broke. I used to not have much money. I knew what that was like. I don't have to do this. I told y'all before, when I first got on YouTube, I had a job, bitch. I already had it. That's why I was refunding people, cussing them out. People called it bad customer service. That's because I don't need either thing. I don't need either or. My ashe, my energy is so fucking powerful that I'm gonna monetize anything. Do y'all know that I was an Amazon bestseller back in 2016? I was on Amazon's best-selling list twice. Y'all knew that, right? Oh, no, y'all didn't know that. Those 2 books I published back when I was 26 on some frou-frou shit, I hit #1 for 2 weeks. I can show you how to get some money. I can tell you about getting some money, but people don't listen to me when it's about spending shit to get shit. This person don't have to work with me. I told them, you know what? You need an executive business coach. Guess what? You got to spend money to make money. I don't know at what point in time y'all are going to want to become financially literate African Americans. And if you are financially literate, come on over to Black Spectrum Network and help teach some of these other people that's not. And join the team of priests and priestesses, doctors, attorneys, campaign managers of large political campaigns. That's all I have to say.
So I don't want it to seem like we are like just fussing about money, but it's so frustrating to see African Americans struggle and we don't have to. When you can actually have the ashe to change your life. And so if you're just waiting on, it to just rain down on you, that's not how this works. Even with your ancestors, if you just expect them to help you and you ain't giving them shit, that's not how this works. You have to give something in order to get something. And so I wanted to make sure I say that. Now, what if you do say, you know what, I'm going to take a leap of faith and I'm going to sign up for mentorship, and you actually get applied, you actually get into mentorship. You get to pussyfooting around and thinking that you don't have to work, you getting out. We don't have time for that, okay? We real deal working with our students. We real deal trying to, we are working. So if you're not working, it's going to be found out quick. Also, we're intuitive, so we know when you're bullshitting us, okay? There is no pussyfooting around in mentorship. And not only do you have to worry about me or Who Gun or Oshun or Dr. T calling you out, your fellow students will call you out on your bullshit. Why? Because when you fuck up, you hinder what they learn. So if you got a sneak peek of last night's class with Who Gun So, that's just a sneak peek of what we do. You want to gain knowledge, this is what it is, but this White Candle Magic group won't be around all the time. This is very much so like this is going to close soon. So please take advantage of what you have. Please take advantage of having the access that you have to us right now, okay? Because that won't always be a thing. You will have to sign up to mentorship, but I just want to make sure everybody knows what this is. This is not a game. This is Who Guns and I and Priestess Tisha and Priestess Whitney's and Priestess Loria. This is our lives, okay? So don't play with us. We won't play with you. This ritual is what you make of it, and if you do it right, you're gonna see the results, okay? Who Gun, you got anything to say before we start?
Yeah. I want to really emphasize that this is an opportunity for you all to bond with each other. Some people may not do mentorship at all. Some people may discontinue working with us. But if y'all can really just try to form genuine bonds with each other and become useful to one another. It's most important for you all to master divination, because when you master divination, you become valuable, and a lot of people want to be your friend. Priestess Tisha is my friend now, okay? And I can only befriend a certain type of person, and there's a certain energy of person that can exist around me, and I know that about myself. I am building this institution. I'm being helped. And if I die, I just hope that on the other side, the friendships that I form, the relationships that I form, the community element of African spirituality is preserved on the other side. So even if you all don't pursue anything else with us, you never choose to work with us again, you try to jump on my YouTube videos and try to roast me and all this other shit and think I give a fuck. I don't. Telling me shit like, I don't like you, I'm a book with Oshun, bitch, I still got some money. I still got your money, ho. Like, are you stupid? Asking me where the fuck are people on, where is he on his channel? He got all these people on here. You still see executive producer. And so I want to encourage you all to establish long-lasting relationships with people. Because at the end of the day, I got friends. When I get on YouTube, I say what the fuck ever. I throw my goddamn shade. I let motherfuckers know I'm the best at doing my shit. I dare them to come at me, and I log the fuck off, and I go to sleep because I'm a grown-ass man, bitch. I will cuss you the fuck out. I will lay you the fuck out and not give zero fucks. I done hurt so many people's feelings. I don't care. I'm from Memphis. I'm not trying to say I'm better than nobody. I know some of y'all done probably whooped more ass than I have. And some of y'all probably got y'all asses whooped more than I have. Okay? I know y'all got your asses more than I ain't got my ass whooped. But that being said, I will emphasize to you to build camaraderie with people, because it's my comrades that help me to feel better about making mistakes, not showing up as my best self, or at least reinforcing the idea that what I'm doing is very important. Because there have been times where my mentorship, I've had to kick students out. I had to let one of my godchildren go. I fired people from the Voodoo Institute, okay? Hired 2 more people, all right? I kicked 2 people out of mentorship last week. I go on Oshun Funke group all the time, okay, and cuss them the fuck out, baby. And the last thing that you want to do is pay us late. So that being said, man, I think we done hit all of our points that we wanted to make. Cool. Now let's have our, Q&A. Yeah. I see you, Ifa Aikola. I.E. Kulola. That's Oshun Funke's godchild. I saw what you said. So yeah, who has a question? Unmute your, we'll raise your hand and we'll unmute you. Okay, nobody has a question for any of us.
I have a question.
Okay. What's up?
Hi. So on the handout, it says that we start on Sunday, which is the 18th, right? However, it also stated that Sunday is a rest day. So what exactly do we do on Sunday if it's a rest day?
It means that you're not going to so the weekly spiritual regimen, in each of the instructions, there's a very specific requirement that you're going to post what you do to the group, right? You don't have, on that day, you don't post anything to the group, but you do need to be working that candle.
Okay.
Now, you can't make that a day of rest, meaning that you don't do a divination, because you only have to do divinations like every few days, you know what I'm saying? But you do need to keep the candle repetitively lit. So if it goes out on a Sunday, you want to relight it on that Sunday. And so you are going to have to work on that Sunday. So if you don't want to work on the Sabbath, then you would need to be proactive on a Monday or a Friday of the previous week and try to get a candle somewhat prepped, because as you all have seen in the videos, you're going to revise your recipe as the ritual goes on, or the more candles that you burn through. Thank you for that, Carrie.
All right, thank you.
I love your hair wrap.
Thank you.
Who's next?
I have a question.
Go ahead.
So I want to know, like, do you recommend any particular candles to handle than the
I didn't hear you. It was breaking up really badly. I'm sorry.
can you
I can't really hear you, so I'm going to come back to you in just a second, okay? I'm gonna give you a second to get your connection together. I saw that Alasia has a question. Alasia, please unmute yourself.
Hello, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
First of all, thank you for getting my name right. People butcher it all the time. Second of all, my question was, so are we expected to leave the candle lit all the time, or are we allowed to put it out when we're not present to watch it?
I can
You
chime in
will.
and answer that. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. My bad.
So your candles cannot be snuffed out. They need to be lit. So you need to have it in a safe area where when you're at work or at school or not at home, that it won't be knocked over. You can put it in a bowl of water if you like. But yes, you cannot turn off your candle. You cannot snuff out your candle before bed or anything. It will be lit the whole entire ritual.
So would it be acceptable then for it, like if I put a safe space, it's still on the property but outside? I'm not in a situation home-wise where I can leave it lit and not have people complain about it, if that makes sense. Like while I'm at work or while we're sleeping or something. So is that still acceptable?
I'll jump in. So putting it outside would be fine. You know, it's just it's going to be exposed to the elements. I would ask that you try to find a friend who really would support you and wouldn't mind you leaving the candle there. Now, when she says take a bowl of water, what she means is get a huge bowl and put the candle in it. And then in addition to that, enchant that water as well and give the candle a bath. So you can keep the spell powered up even more. I mean, you can provide it with more energy or more intention. And so, now that being said, the location of it isn't gonna matter as much. Some people will leave theirs on their ancestral altars, which is perfectly fine. It will give more Ife or more spiritual energy to the work, but it's not gonna decrease the efficacy of what it is that you're doing to leave it there. But I would suggest that you reach out to a personal friend or a family member that is understanding and empathetic and ask your ancestors to reveal that person to you that will allow you to keep that candle there.
Okay, thank you.
In the circumstances that someone has to leave home, I would ask a god brother or god sister to light a candle for you. Ask them to do a divination to see if they can do it, and then they will light a candle for you. And then when you get back, let's say I don't want you to snuff them, but in the extreme circumstances that you have to, try to find someone else to light a candle for you, because this is a community practice and we all help each other.
I also wanted to say there's many ways to make sure that your candle is safe. I always have candles burning, and so you can leave it in the oven if you need to. You can get a bowl and put some water in it and then put the candle in the bowl of water. You can put it in your restroom when you get ready to leave. Like, it's so many ways to just keep that candle lit to where it's not gonna be flammable. Outside would be okay. I would be more so worried about the elements. But yeah, see if there's a way that, like, you could just put it in the oven, or you can like to put it in the restroom, or just put some water around it, because you do not want, I mean, it has to be like extreme circumstances to snuff it out. So I do want you to be creative in that way. But there's plenty of ways that you can safely keep your candle lit and don't have to worry about it burning down anything. I hope that answers your
Okay.
question.
It does. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
We're gonna be unmuting Priestess in Training, Suzanne Mitchell. Oh no, no. Oh no, no, no. I ain't see no video on. Next. All right. Alasia has a question next for the student next. Yeah, if anyone else have a question? I saw a ghost. Shit, I got scared. Anybody? I need some. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What was that?
Marisha.
Marisha,
Yeah.
hey, how you doing?
I'm fine. Well, I have a question, and maybe this could be a question to clarify. And this is really around protecting our intentions, since this is a community practice, and understanding that the power of this practice is as much as how much energy the community as a whole puts into the candle ritual. How do we make sure as an individual that we are protecting our intentions so that if anyone does fall off, that we are still standing strong in what we are personally putting into the candle ritual, so that we can make sure that we are maximizing on making sure our intentions are set and it's not thwarted by the lack of anyone else that isn't necessarily doing what they're supposed to do.
Then you need to step up and be a leader and get their asses out. And you need to do a divination and point them out and get them the fuck out. We'll kick them out the group, and that's what it is. That's what we've done before. That's how we do shit. I don't play. I don't play, man. I kick students out for less. I fail students for less. I can't do it. I can't. You're looking at somebody that's literally $750,000 worth of education that I didn't pay for, okay? I don't waste people's time. I don't waste the opportunities. I know the value of $1. I know the value of somebody giving me their motherfucking time, okay? I just do. So you all, if you're doing your thing, you're doing the right thing, call the people that are on the other side out, because they are not like you. You can't love your neighbor when your neighbor's not like you. Hell to the no. But in regards to protection and protecting yourself, I want the Garden Goddess and Manze Say to talk to me, because we're going to talk about protection. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because you got to protect your intentions, because we got some people in here going to try it. And they're going to try to turn on each other in the group. And if you try to hit somebody in this group, we're going to eat your ass up. Mm. Garden Goddess, Manze Say, do y'all want to detail? I know we talked about this past Sunday. But we need to talk about it again, so we can let people know how intentions are automatically protected.
Okay, I'll go ahead and talk about that. In this group, sisterhood, brotherhood is extremely important to us, and we protect our own. Not only do we protect our own, we do rituals, and we have done them before. So, we're strong diviners. This is the real deal as far as people who are intuitive, who really do this. And so Spirit lets us know when people are slipping, and we do take care of that in our coven. We have done group rituals. There's I'll just say it like this. If someone needs protection, that should be the least of your worries in this group. Hugonzo is very serious about the people that he takes on, and he's very trustworthy, and he's not going to let somebody come and do something without the community responding. And so I think we all feel that way in this space, that we protect each other. And so the people that are still standing for a reason. It's because of their character. Excellence in character is probably the most important thing. And so you'll see as you go through this white candle ritual that the ancestors are going to call on you to step up and show excellence in your character and your sacrifice, all of that. So we'll be able to tell, and it gets handled accordingly.
Yeah, I want to bounce off that, how this is a sister, well, it's a sisterhood and brotherhood now because we have men in the group, but character is so important. We only want genuine people that are willing to step up and show their heart and their efforts and their soul. This work will squeeze literally the fear out of you. And if you're not a good person, or you're someone with negative intentions, or that's going to take advantage of other people, you will be shown. And that's through having the relationship with your ancestors. They will tell you when someone's not right for you, or when someone's acting out within the group. You'll feel it. So the more you get in tune with yourself, your ancestors, and the people within the group, you can feel when the dynamic is different or when someone's acting out. So it is each and every one of your individual jobs to step up when something feels wrong or feels off, and call these people out and get rid of them, because it will affect you. You know, even though you don't want to be affected within this group ritual, if someone's acting out or someone's doing something, you will be affected. And it's our job to make sure that we eliminate that completely. We want to protect and love on you guys, and also secure you guys so that you don't end up with demons in your house or demons in your work or something going wrong with your candle. That's the most important, that this is effective, that it works, and that it helps and it enhances your lives for the better.
Yeah, the first time we did the white candle magic ritual, I remember the garden goddess came to me and she was like, I did a divination. It was the first day. She said, I did a divination, and my divination is like, she was like, her ancestors were getting on her. I think the same happened to you, Dr. Proctor, Manze say. I'm saying Dr. Proctor just because I want them to know you're a doctor. But anyway, so Manze say the same thing happened to you. It happened to 5 people in our group, and they all told me. And so individually, they're thinking that something's going on with them, and I went and did a reading. I did a reading, and that pendulum snitched on everybody that wasn't doing it. I snatched 7 people out that group. They did divinations that nobody expected it now. Nobody knew. I pinpointed those 7 because my divination told me. And once I removed them from the group, the ritual moved forward, okay? I will know what's up. The other thing is, in case you are worried about protection from other people, because y'all really, we're a Black Spectrum Network, we know each other, but y'all are really strangers off the street in a way. We are criminal investigators. And we will eat, you gonna hear me say, we're gonna eat your ass up. We had this girl, I don't give a fuck. Her name is fucking Kershey, known as Baroness K or some shit. I don't give a fuck. Fuck that bitch. Her little ugly ass, her little ugly pimple face ass over there in China, Black girl, lost little hoe. She was hexing this other dumbass girl who was getting her ass whooped by this dude who didn't even have a fucking citizenship, okay? These bitches going back and forth with each other over some dumbass shit in my group. I didn't know shit about it, okay? I didn't know shit about it because I was initiating at the time. So I couldn't have known. I didn't have my cell phone. I had other shit going on. So I get back to the States, and then the garden goddess tells me that these bitches in here hexing each other. Oh, baby. Nigga. Oh, garden goddess. What did we do? How did we go in? How did we go in? Let them know. What did we do?
It was a group ritual to fuck Kerchie up. And whoo, she got fucked up bad.
What did we use? What were the ingredients? What was we pulling?
We used her photo. We used all different methods. Some of us used, I think, dolls. We used candles. We used jars. It was all types.
We pulled her birth chart. We got her daddy's photograph. We got her mama photograph. We had got her ancestors' names. We had went and found her mom. This girl came to me, didn't know her daddy, okay? She ain't know her dad. We know her daddy, and we know her grandparents. And that sucked, don't it? Because we had a background check app, and we used it on that bitch. So we got all her information and hexed the fuck out of her. So the last thing that you want to do is worry about anybody in this group doing something to you. Okay, this is not what you want.
I kind of want to jump in and kind of reassure you, because the same thing kind of happened in my group. I didn't have people hexing each other. Don't fucking try it. If you want to be under my mentorship, you want to try that shit, bitch. You really want to fucking try me on some shit like that? Try to heck somebody in my motherfucking coven. Those are my girls. I will go to war for them and they'll go to war for me. Okay? The Priestess Tisha, Priestess Whitney, and Priestess L'Oreal, baby. Them my nieces, and I will fuck you up. One thing that you have to understand is that, and I want everybody to hear what the fuck I gotta say, okay? We are intuitive. We actually work with our ancestors. We actually work with the deities we are authorized to work with. So you think if somebody's like real deal bullshitting us, we won't know? Girl, I've been woken up in the middle of my sleep to be told some shit, something to be snitched. So a spirit will snitch on somebody. Oh, she ain't doing what she's supposed to do. I will feel it. I will feel it in my soul that somebody's fucking up.
We'll call you in the middle of, they nodding their head because it's happened. We will call you. We'll feel it, and then you'll see us calling you when you doing some shit. When you doing some shit, we know.
Shit. So, you know, I can completely get it because the stakes are high with spirituality. It is. And that's why you see me going like, I will fuck somebody up, and I will know. I will just know. Y'all ever seen the movie Twitches when one of the twins had just the spirit of knowing? I have the spirit of knowing. So I'm going to know, and guess what? You're going to see people heads roll. You're going to see people that's in this Zoom now that ain't going to be able to participate because we going to know.
I had a dream like 2 weeks ago that somebody in my mentorship was pregnant. And you can only imagine when I said it, I told it to the group, and it's a group of like 27 women. Okay, baby. And we only had one man in there. I was like, I had a dream somebody was pregnant and it was not Joseph. And I wonder if they knew who it was. And baby, when I say that we got some information, they said it ain't them. But well, I didn't ask for the dream. I didn't ask for the dream, okay? It just happened.
So just know, to answer your question, if somebody is dumb enough to be sitting their ass in this Zoom and thinking they gonna have some ill intentions for anybody, girl, we're going to have over 70 people praying on them motherfuckers, okay? So don't even worry about it. And it ain't nothing that they got that's going to stop what we got coming for them. They going to need more than a who gun and a mumbo to get what we got up off of their ass. So you don't got to worry about that. I promise you don't. We going to know.
And this is all you see is just Black Spectrum Network. I think you've all seen me working with Baba Obafemi, who is the Yoruba priest. I met Potos down there in Haiti. We have people in Nigeria. We're really connected. People know me. These spiritualists know me. Okay? They know who I am. They know what I'm building. They want to get on Sophisticated Sunday. So,
thank you. Thank you for clarifying. I appreciate that.
No problem. So I was going to say, it was one last thing that I was going to bring up in regards to you all protecting yourselves. Damn, it really just slipped. It was really important about you all protecting yourselves. In terms of like, it was something about community. Oh yeah. What we're trying to overemphasize to you all is that we're the sword that you would rather wield than face. And you rather be on our side. We're harmless, okay? We ain't out here trying to fuck people up and do none of that. We're just trying to say that niggas shit be happening, okay? We all know what I'm talking about. Sometimes shit happens. Shit don't go the right way, and you in trouble. But don't try to, I mean, you can have disagreements, stuff is gonna happen, but and we ain't gonna hit you for that. But don't be trying to use magic to hurt other people. It's like, then you're setting yourself up to get fucked up. Now I remember what I was about to say. We have a town hall video that I'm gonna share with you guys so that you all know what we're talking about is real. I wish we had more Priestess Oshun Funke students in here, but Priestess Oshun Funke, in the town hall video, you will see her goddaughter. She says that she had a roommate, a white girl. The white girl knocked over her Oshun altar deliberately. Oshun's goddaughter told Oshun Funke. Oshun Funke, with that brilliant mind of hers, she immediately started typing to those girls and told them to chant. Those girls chanted for 3 days, and that white girl ended up having a seizure on the third day. All right. Next question.
I have one. Can you hear me well?
Yes, sir.
Okay. My job travels, and we are within our last week of doing runs of inventory. So I'm basically out of town for like a whole week and don't return Thursday. So I've been trying to form a question that made sense. So basically, how would I go about as far as like with the candle being lit? I can leave it lit because candles I light, I leave them lit all the time and nothing happens. But as far as the process that we have to do, as far as like the divinations and the prayer, how would that work when I'm not, in the presence of the candle?
So what you're gonna do is understand that you're reading energy, right? So in the same way that you can call me and I can do a reading on you, I could do a reading right now, and we're not in the same vicinity of each other. Your gift as a melanated person is able to reach across miles and miles of distance, right? You're able to, not only that, divination is able to you're able to receive messages from different astral planes, okay? Different dimensions, higher dimensions. And so the best thing for you to do is to set your intention to know that because you're melanated, because you're working with your ancestors, you can do a reading on the candle from wherever you are. As long as you have access to playing cards, tarot cards, oracle cards, whatever. As long as you have access to a candle store, you're good. You know what I'm saying? You can do that divination from anywhere.
Okay.
Very good question.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
I had a question. Can you hear me?
Yes. Hi.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good. So I just wanted to know, what does it mean like when you're doing a spell and then the candle abruptly just goes out? It doesn't burn all the way through.
Okay. So there's a multitude of reasons that can happen, and I'll just give just a few. And then I'm gonna allow people to come up with a solution to that. So the reasons and the solution are different. So the reasons that could happen, it could be because you overpack the candle with too much herb or too much oil. Sometimes people can be heavy-handed, and you don't need to do that much. And so it is going to literally light the entire candle on fire and burn the wick out. Okay. You then want to ask yourself, or ask your highest self, why would I subconsciously use that much herb? What was the purpose of that? Because they're trying to send, I think that your highest self is trying to send you a message. And so I'm going to not say too much more because I'm going to give away the solution. But another reason could be that there is something that's being communicated with you about that particular work, that there's a blockage there, there's some resistance there, or you may need to discontinue that particular endeavor, recalibrate your intentions, and shift your goal. Who else wants to join in?
Right.
I got it. Also, it could be a poorly made candle, okay? Dollar Tree candles ain't shit, okay? You're gonna be a Dollar Tree witch, you're gonna get Dollar Tree manifestations, okay? You're gonna be always them Dollar Tree candles are good for making sure your ass always shop at Dollar Tree. Okay. So I've seen people that just have horrible ass candles. And even you have to be careful even with the stores that you go get candles from. I always like going to a farmer's market. They have the best candles if you can get your candles made. I'm about to start making 100% soy candles. If you can do that, that's great. But check to see if it's just a bad candle. I'm gonna let Priestess Tisha or the Garden Goddess or Priestess L'Oreal give you a solution, but there's many different reasons. I feel like this is one of my social media myth busters. Just because your candle, burns black, it doesn't mean that it's always like a spiritual thing. It could literally mean that you put too much stuff in it, or it could actually mean a blockage. The way the flame is burning, if it's really high, it could be a really tall order. If it's really low, it could mean the energy is low, or it could just be a fucked up candle. You know what I mean? But I would like for one of my nieces, my god nieces, to explain what they would do.
Well, the first thing that I would do is I would always start by, like Priestess Peach Blossom mentioned, to make sure that you have a good quality candle. And how I do that is I will avoid the Dollar Tree. But if I am in a rush and I have to go to Target or one of these other grocery stores, Latino markets or whatever, I always make sure to look at the bottom of the candle and make sure that you can see that silver part where the wick is sticking, where the wick is actually stemming from, is centered as much as possible, because when it's centered, the way that the flame will burn, it's not going to lean towards the left or to the right. And if you notice that there's some sort of soot or that blackness that's on the side of the candle, sometimes it is because of how the candle was made. So you don't want that to interfere with the actual reading of the candle or anything like that. In terms of figuring out why the candle may have gone out, you will definitely want to do a divination. And once you do that divination, you want to make sure to ask specific questions and ask a multitude of questions so that you can have a clear response from your ancestors and that you can apply that accordingly when you're about to recalibrate and start over. Your intentions may be okay, but the herbs may be off. The herbs may be off and your intentions may be off. It could be both. It could be neither of those two. It could be something else. So just make sure that you're interpreting your reading accurately when you do that divination. And if you have any questions, ask questions to your peers. That way we can get that fixed for you.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Next person.
I just want to know how long is this gonna last? Y'all said about a month, or like I didn't catch that. How long will the ritual last for?
Did you read your the files that I had sent to the group chat? That's 30 days long. So it'll be October 18th to November 18th. Did you see those papers in the, not the papers, the documents in the group chat?
Yeah, I saw them. That's why I said 30 days. I'm just making sure, cause that's just different from me. I never heard of a ritual going that long. So I didn't know if it was like the ritual and then other things like you guys were gonna teach us and all. So I just wasn't really too sure, like about basically the whole exact process of things.
Okay, yeah. It does last 30 days, and I'll be walking you through it. But yeah, it's more sophisticated. It's not just lighting a candle and you go sit down. It takes a lot of effort and work and discipline, and that's why it takes 30 days. Usually it takes about 2 months to really make stuff move and shake. So yeah, that's why it's 30 days.
The other thing that I want to say is that you all will receive a couple of classes where we try to guide you all through what's going on. So, we'll have Q&A sessions again, because after about 2 weeks, people are going to start falling off on the ritual. There will be a lot of people that will stay on, but I know that you all are going to have questions, because you all are going to have some psychic and paranormal experiences from this. It happens to everybody when they do this white candle magic ritual. The other thing that I want to emphasize is that I know that many of you all may find what we do to be unorthodox, but I also think that speaks to the lack of exposure that we as African Americans have had with our traditional religious practices. There should be a sense of normalcy behind hearing that a ritual is going to be 30 days. You can't initiate. Initiation you go through a series of initiations before you earn a title. And so it's called spiritual work, not spiritual easy. And so let's all make sure that we are reading the documents that are shared in the chat. Again, college class, and we are going to be here available to you all. We're not just going to leave y'all out to dry, okay? But y'all do need to watch those candle magic classes and take all the notes that you can, because on Sunday, they ain't available no more. Because we got to see what y'all can do.
Can I jump in real quick because I need to emphasize this. It's called spiritual work because if it was easy, everybody would do it. 30 days ain't shit. Honestly.
You didn't ask for this.
We didn't ask for this, and 30 days ain't shit. It's just not. It's 30 days is not. Girl, if you cannot be disciplined for 30 days, again, how you show up here proves how you show up in your life. And so show up for yourself for those 30 days. It's just 30 days. Out of all the days you have on this earth, it's just 30. And even if you sign up for mentorship, I want to say this. Mentorship is only 12 weeks. So if you never pick up another tarot deck, never take a spiritual bath, never look at the moon again, never light a candle, never do a mojo bag, never do anything after them 12 weeks or after these 30 days are over, I honestly don't care. But if you're going to do it, please do it. 30 days ain't shit. You know, if you're trying to lose weight, you probably need to eat right for 30 days. And if you can't do that, then again, that shows me how you show up in your life. And that not just specific to you, but just anybody. If you cannot do 30 days of just self-discipline, then this what we're offering is not for you. What the hell's going on in the background? But what we're offering is not for you. That's your baby who's going in trouble. But but yes, girl, 30 days. Just wait until like you possibly initiate and you told you can't eat fish no more forever. Just wait until you get told that you have to wear all white forever. Wait until they tell you got to shave your head. So that's why I'm like 30 days is nothing. If anybody feels like 30 days this might be a little bit too much, then the mentorship and pre-mentorship is not for you. But I would encourage you to push through the 30 days. I think it will benefit you a whole lot. Show up for yourself. I think you would benefit a lot.
Ifa I.E. Kulola, can you share with us one of your taboos? Like, because you're initiated. What is one of your taboos?
One of my taboo is I can't eat rabbit. Now, I never ate rabbit before, but I can't. So those are one of my taboos.
What happens if you do?
I lose valuable friends in my life and powerful mentors and, just important people that are important in my life for me.
Thank you for sharing that. I'm sure everybody in here knew that about, initiation in the E5 because there's so many Facebook people out here saying that they're children of Oshun, and I don't know how the fuck they found this shit out, and they ain't never got a reading before. But I needed y'all to know that, you can't initiate in the E5 online, and you actually have to pay real money and meet people in person. You got to do real work and give shit up in order to earn the title. Priest and priestess is a character. It's not a title. It's a type of character. Okay, 30 days ain't shit. A lifetime is when you get mad. Okay, that's when you get mad. When you gotta do, because we ain't asked for this. We ain't nobody asked for this shit. Okay, a lot of y'all was just on fucking YouTube, stumbling on some shit, just trying to see what the fuck was up. You ended up on a video of mine. You said this nigga be listening to that music. He read the blogs. You looked at the video. You saw it was a year ago. And you was like, how the fuck he know this shit? He watched this show. You clearly, I can't watch the shit because I be fucking up stuff. We talking about people got daughters and when they got sons and shit, and I definitely don't know. And then you was like, fuck. You saw Sophisticated Sunday, and you said, how did I get here? You know what I'm saying? So we all know how we got here. And we all know, like, we at some point thought, like, shit, because I dyed my hair purple because I thought I was a child of Barone Samedi. I thought I was a child of the Gede. And literally, I had purple braids. back in 2015 or 2016. I ain't had not one reading the first to know if I was a child of Barone. That I'm so happy that I am a child of Barone. But baby, I could have been out here false claiming. Don't let me have been a child of Dambala. Don't let me have been a child of Frida or Dontour, because I would have looked like a fucking fool, and I would have to do a whole bunch of videos from Facebook because I was out here false claiming. Okay, so it's similar to me saying I pledged Alpha Kappa Alpha, which I know is a sorority. It's similar to me saying I pledged AKA. No, I was false claiming AKA at a Greek picnic, but now I'm actually an AKA, and I'm just telling all my shit, you know. But I didn't know how deep the rabbit hole went. I remember when Barone somebody said, "I'm gonna teach you how to kill people," and I tried to uninitiate. A lifetime versus 30 days. It's gonna fly by. It's really gonna fly by. Like the 30 days is gonna fly by. You're gonna see some real dramatic shit happen and change in your life.
One more thing. Just about the 30 days and doing this ritual. What I'm excited about is that a lot of y'all are gonna find your calling just from doing some candle magic. A lot of y'all are about. I'm so excited about that a lot of y'all are gonna really find out that, oh my God, this is my purpose. You know how many people die without knowing their purpose? But some of y'all are about to find out your purpose through a simple white candle magic class. Some of y'all found y'all way here because you found out that you like crystals and stones, and maybe you can even feel the energy from a crystal and you just want to learn more. Great, a crystal might have got you here. But for some people, I know that you have found your calling. You will find it, and I'm so excited about it. So girl, 30 days ain't nothing. It is gonna go by fast, and if you do what you're supposed to do, you're gonna see shit move. You're gonna see shit shake, and you just gonna be like, oh, okay, oh, and you just gonna want more of it. So I'm excited for you guys who do this and find that this working on this side of life is your path. I'm excited about that. Any other questions?
I do have one, if I may. The question that I have is actually so I did a divination basically asking if I should get the ancestor life reading, and my ancestors jumped at yes. The response I got was yes, basically. But then I got more stuff involved, basically. I did book the ancestral life reading actually with you, Peach Blossom. It's coming up on the 19th. But the other questions or the other things that I got from my ancestors at that time was basically telling me, like, I need to leave my job, like, practically effective immediately. If I do leave my job, that I will basically come across, I think I got like the 8 of diamonds. What I got was success, fabulous, hope, riches, stable, a full bag, like my own business. And they said, well, like, they basically had my back. I asked for clarification. What would it mean to like leave my job, basically? And it says destiny, fulfillment, cosmic movement. Now, I also asked, this was yesterday before you guys even posted that assignment on whether or not we should join the Black Spectrum mentorship. I asked that question last night. The question that I got basically was like approval, financial stability, coming to fulfillment, karmic pool, something like that. I think it's what I wrote down. Sometimes my handwriting gets sloppy. But basically I said, should I leave my job, then get the mentorship? And it was basically saying yes. All of this was basically saying yes. And then the destiny card came up again. My concern was I'm okay spending the money. I'm absolutely okay signing up for the mentorship. But then it was, if I quit my job, you know, where's the actual income going to continue coming from? So I guess what my main question is, when you're learning to work with your ancestors and your ancestors say jump, and you're like, I'm willing to jump, but at the same time, like, I'm also like, I'm scared. Like, that's my income. You know, I did ask if I could go part-time. They gave permission for that, permission granted. It said 9 of spades, permission granted, resources, being smart, picky. It's kind of what I got for that, for what they meant by that. But I'm just saying, like, what do you do? Like, how do you make that a safe transition? Because it's like, I want to jump for you.
So an 8 of diamonds indicates that you have a lot of financial power. 8 is a number of power. So
Okay.
whenever you see the number 8, it looks like the infinity symbol. And that's why the number 8 represents infinite amounts of power. Okay, 8 used to be ruled by the number, 8 is also the ruler of Saturn. 5 is also sometimes known as the ruler of Saturn, but 8 is a power number. So when you receive an 8 of diamonds, it means that you have a lot of financial spending power, which is different than a 10 of diamonds, which means that money is raining down. And the 8 of diamonds indicates that you have a massive, you're an X-Man, you're Storm. You have the ability to shoot lightning. Now that's an 8. You have the ability to create power. Now how you choose to use that power is up to you. The 8 of diamonds indicates that you need to use your wisdom and your discernment to figure out where you're gonna use that money. You can't say in 1 minute that money's not a problem, and then in the next breath sit here and say, I don't know where the money's gonna come from. So you have the financial power to put it towards a mentorship. It seems that you may either need to talk to your CPA about helping you to budget and leaving your job, or you need to talk to one of us and book a reading. But the answer always lies in the question, which is you need mentorship. You need mentorship because whether you leave your job or stay at your job, you need us to help you either paralyze the people that are pushing you out of it so that you can really acquire the capital so that you can be the 8 of diamonds, or you need to leave the job and work with us and we can tell you what's coming for you, train you and teach you so you can keep the cash flow coming in so that you can remain an 8 of diamonds.
But I didn't get the 8 of diamonds. I don't think it's gonna really matter that much. I got 8 of clubs, but also got a lot of 7s during that reading and everything else. But I mean, I get what you're saying.
If you received an 8 of clubs, the 8 of clubs means that you have a very fixed attitude, that you came in with a very fixed opinion that needs to change. It indicates you have the mental power and the mental capacity, and you're using it in the incorrect way, which means you're misapplying the direction of it. So it doesn't matter if it's an 8 of diamonds or an 8 of clubs when it's all dealing with the finances. It means the point of the matter is still the same. Whether it's an issue of you being fixed in your attitude or your finances being fixed and you not knowing how to spend them, you still need the mentorship because you have power and you don't know how to use it.
Got you. Understood. Okay.
So I do want to jump in. I cannot wait to talk to you on Monday. I'm really excited that your ancestors are coming through this way. I want to kind of be a little personal with you if I could. When I first started my journey and the shit that my ancestors told me that I was going to be doing, I'm like, this don't make sense. What do you mean? How in the fuck am I supposed to do that? Now let me tell you this, okay? So it definitely come to pass. It's still coming to pass. Sometimes my ancestors tell me things that I still just be like, girl, what you want me to do? What? But it's nothing like taking that leap of faith and just doing what they said because they're gonna take care of you. Now, I'm not gonna sit up here and tell you need to quit your job right now. Okay, I'm not gonna sit there and tell you that. I agree. You do need to sign up for mentorship because I've helped my students leave jobs that they hate and get better jobs. I got a nurse in my class. It's one of my students, and she hated her job, and I was just like, okay, let's work on it. And we did, and guess what? She sent the video of her snatching her name tag off the locker, and baby, next week, okay, and she's getting paid more. She's getting the hours that she wants. She's working and you know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to tell you to stop your income, but I would need to like sit with you further, especially if you're my student, and investigate and see what's going on. We have to be smart, but we will also listen to spirit. But I'm so excited that your ancestors are like, go big. Go big. You don't even know. And I feel like that you're more so like the 4 of Pentacles, and I believe you're like, yeah, I got the money. But I believe you're like the 4 of Pentacles, to where you're like kind of holding on, like, okay, but I just need to make sure that everything's okay and that I'm gonna be able to eat next weekend. You know what I'm saying? Like I that's what I feel like. And so we will work on like opening that up, but there's so many ways that you can do that. But that makes, sometimes we get people whose ancestors don't even have enough energy to talk to them. The fact that your ancestors are like, go, 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 girl, what the fuck you been waiting on? Come on, go. That's really exciting for me. So I'm excited to talk to you Monday, and we'll go from there. But I'm not gonna sit up here and tell you to go quit your job because God gonna provide. That sounds like some Christian ass shit. And I'm not gonna tell you that. But the fact that your ancestors are giving you the goal to like, yeah, girl, you finna leave that job. Cool. Let's me and you work on it and figure out what's the best way to navigate. But if we need to fuck some people up at your job, girl, because they fucking with you, let me know. I don't play when it comes to my girls. They will let you know I will fuck somebody up over my babies. I mean that shit. So I hope I answered your question.
I want to add something to that, to what both Hugonzo and Priestess Peach Blossom have mentioned. Alasia, one of the reasons why you're feeling a little uncomfortable is because I don't know how long you've been working with your ancestors for, but once you start working with them and you learn how to work with them the right way, you'll find a familiarity and you'll be more comfortable with receiving the messages that you have, and you'll understand exactly what they're talking about and you won't have to worry about questioning it. And that's one of the main reasons why mentorship is something that's recommended and suggested for you. And so that's just something that I wanted to add for you specifically. Another thing that I wanted to say, this is just a question I'm surprised that none of the new people have asked, is L'Oreal posted a poll in the group prior to the class starting. And the majority of the people gave the thumbs down, which was specifically talking about how to do deep meditation. I specifically wanted to make sure that I addressed that because I know that once we get this ritual actually started, I want it to run as smoothly as possible. Not that you all can't ask questions, but I think that's a big part. And so for those that had the thumbs down that didn't understand what that meant, do any of you have a specific question in regards to that?
I have a question.
I do. Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. Hello?
We can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. I just wanted to know, how exactly do you approach deep meditation, like as far as like concentration goes? How do you approach it?
I have a video that I will share with you all on Sunday. I'll share it with you all on Sunday night. And then we'll have a follow-up class on it. It'll be called Deep Meditation versus Guided Meditations. The difference between deep meditation and guided meditation, and we'll give you all a Q&A, okay? Free class.
Next question.
I had a question, but that answered my question. Thank you.
I also want to jump in, like, y'all don't be scared about somebody just unmuted themselves. Who's talking?
I'm Brianna. Hi.
Okay. Hi.
You guys have been posting the questions where we pull cards on them, and I'm new at divination. I have like one tarot deck, but and it's also, my fingers are a little small, so it's kind of weird to use. I don't know if it's just because it's new. So is that okay if you're not familiar, or you're just getting familiar with tarot or other forms of divination?
Absolutely.
I was kind of like the two cards that I got for the question, I didn't post my answer or anything because I'm like really like, I don't know if this is the card I should be getting, or
You didn't post your divination, so you didn't do the assignment. All I can think about is complete assignments. You didn't do the assignment, and so you gotta. You all do not make excuses for not completing the assignment, because that's what I heard is an excuse. Now, to answer your question, it is perfectly fine for you to not know anything about divination, for you to just try your best and post it to the group chat. But when you get so much in your head and allow your ego to think that your divination is just so important and so precious that people are going to think something of you, you rob them of the opportunity to be able to teach you and for them to get stronger. And for you missed out on a learning opportunity. This is a group for learning, and you're not separate. These are your God brothers and God sisters, and we are trying to facilitate a space where it is that you can start off where you are and grow.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna chime in and say definitely don't be scared. We're all here to learn. Okay, even Hugonzo, Chung Fu K, Priestess Peach Blossom, Dr. T, we still learn. We still learn. We're still doing stuff that we don't that we don't know nothing about, but that's our job. We're all learning, and so everybody here is learning. Everybody is not meant to be a great tarot reader. Hell, you just picked up your tarot cards. You know what I'm saying? They brand new. You ain't even got the dust off of them, girl. Calm down. It's okay. This is how you learn. And so how am I going to be able to say, hey, girl, you did a good job if I don't ever see what you do? So we do offer tarot classes. If you have taken my tarot class, and I'm talking about anybody, you know a little bit about tarot, we definitely offer tarot classes. We definitely offer divination classes. We even offer bone reading classes. So it's always going to be a way to divine. This is just getting you guys, getting like-minded people together instead of trying to create a Facebook group, getting like-minded people together and learning from each other. You're gonna be fine. Let that go. Let that go. What's the most I'm gonna say? Boo, you suck. That's the most I'm gonna say. What you want? What? I've been doing this for years, girl. I don't expect you to pick up and be Miss Cleo. I don't. So I just want you to do it. Don't be hesitant. Send it to the group. We gonna look at it and go, okay, this is where we know that we can help her at. If you don't send it, we just gonna be like, oh, she's just another student that just gonna be too nervous to do anything, and you never progress anywhere. So this is a very big learning environment. Please do not hesitate to let us see what you're learning. Okay.
We may offer a practice divination. But we may offer a practice divination class for you all to get started, because we know that some of you all are like really like fresh face to divination. So yeah, we can try to organize something like helping you all do a 1-card reading. I have a video called Gypsy Witch, to use what's called a Gypsy Witch deck. It's about $5. I'll ask my mentorship, because they don't really do too many Gypsy Witch readings, so maybe I don't think they'll mind that I'll share it. It's my shit anyway. So hold on, Brianna Coed. How you doing?
Hello, everybody.
Hey.
My question, I just have a request. And so I'm learning that I'm familiar with a lot of these things, but I'm not familiar with the terminology, if that makes any sense. So if we could do if you guys can do like a glossary or something to kind of translate them for me or us.
What term are you unfamiliar with?
Like scree, divination. I kind of put 2 and 2 together with that. There were some other terms too that, I needed help with. I Googled myself, but, I'm definitely willing to look them up if I need to, but please, if you can.
Okay, here's what I'm going to say to you. I've had older students before, and are you from the States?
Yeah, I'm from DC.
Okay. Oh, okay. Now it's coming to me. I can put the picture together in my head now. So Black Spectrum Network operates as like a research-oriented institution. So we provide you all with a really good foundation for you all to go out and do the research on your own. And when we say do the research on your own, it means that we've helped you all to build your discernment and filtering levels to go out and figure out what's being said, or go out and figure out what it is that we mean. Something like scrying and divination, that is going to require for you to, either use context clues or you have to go above and beyond and do the research on these things yourself. I tell my students all the time, they have to keep a thesaurus with them in order to have a versatile way of communicating themselves. However, there is something about our interaction right now it reminds me of students that I would work with that were like older, like non-traditional students that like in their late 30s, and they hadn't been in college in a while. So those research skills have been rusty. I understand that, and I see you nodding your head, so I know. I'm letting y'all know this. Y'all can kiss my ass. And that y'all asses need to do better. And this is unacceptable. No, we're not about to do that, but yes, we are. We're going to do it because there is something really sincere about what it is that you're asking me. And I do need to meet that need and to come up with a class where I walk through maybe a PowerPoint slide of 15 common terms that we use so that we can translate these messages to the general public. We wouldn't mind doing that for y'all, okay? Because she asked, I'm going to do it. But y'all can kiss my ass.
I love you too. Thank you.
I have a question. Will there be, let's say, like a little crash course on giving divinations before Sunday? Because I'm very new to it, and I joined the chat last night, and I just want to make sure that I'm doing everything right.
Okay, so Jordan, we cannot give you a crash course on doing divinations because, as the priestesses all know, in the mentorship, we just provide you with the foundational information of what certain things mean. Now, that's what we do in the mentorship, but even then, it's like we have the crash courses come in the one-on-one consultations, and maybe Priestess Tisha can talk a little bit about like a very serious advanced form of divination. But we had a session today with the crystal ball, and maybe you can detail people like how intense that one-on-one consultation was. She could not have gotten that in a class. It's just, that's not possible. Some of these things are really orally defined. So it's like the people that are in the group now that know a little bit something about tarot, they're accurate, right? They're accurate readers. I'm looking at them like, oh, that sounds right about Nicki Minaj. But what makes their divination, what is it about their no and my no that makes mine more powerful? It's a je ne sais quoi that you have to be trained to have in order to give that divination that oomph and that power. Now, we do have classes that are available to help with divination, but we're going to be doing things where we want you to gain experience first, and then we'll teach the class. Because typically when we are teaching divination, it's like, I can tell you what ones mean and aces and cups mean, but until you know what it's like to flip cards for somebody else in the group and their ancestors not showing up and you feel spiritually blocked, that's a troubleshooting issue. And that's going to be much more important to teach than to just give you knowledge, to actually have you going through the divinations and then telling you that's what you experienced, this is why you went through it, this is how spirit is operating. It seems out of line. It doesn't seem like we're doing things the right way. But in a graduate school class, okay, they don't give you a crash course in teaching. They don't teach professors how to teach. I'm naturally a teacher. Professor and teacher, two different professions. One works from 8 o'clock in the morning to 3 o'clock in the afternoon every fucking day, Monday through Friday. Bitch, I ain't never seen that. I hit a campus 2 hours a day and went my ass home 3 times a week. Maybe 4 hours a day, depending on when I was lecturing or what the fuck ever, okay? I don't know nothing about that shit. But a lot of my colleagues didn't know how to motherfucking teach, okay? Science professors that don't know how to teach. Math teachers that don't know how to teach. All right, I'm telling you as an educator that this is a praxis-oriented profession. Get the experience first, do the divinations first, pick up the book later so the book can put into context your experiences. You all are gonna be hella fucking confused on if I taught a class that said this is what a divination is, and then I had y'all doing divination, because I've introduced the information to you all, I already know I'm throwing in all these added variables, and that's gonna fuck up y'all's anxieties. And I just need y'all to just do the work right now, and then we'll throw in some structure. Just let me see what your motivation is like. Let me see if you're gonna even show up first before I even try to offer y'all anything. Let me see if y'all gonna hold each other accountable. Let me see how y'all move before y'all ask me for anything. I done gave y'all a lot already just about in the candle magic classes. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that y'all won't, but I'm saying that y'all need to prove something to me first. And just trust me, the way that I'm training you all, I train the others like this. Priestess Tisha, do you want to talk about the crystal ball training at all?
I do. I want to speak on it just a little bit. What I would say is that when you have your, first of all, and I'm not trying to pick on you, but there's no such thing as a crash course when you're dealing with any aspect of spirituality. Everything takes time, and everything also requires your efforts and your intuition when we're dealing with divinations most specifically. I had a session with Huganzo today, and we were expanding on some of the knowledge that I have when it comes to doing crystal ball readings. However, whenever you're taking things to the next level in regards to what you know versus what you don't know, you're going to become uncomfortable. And I know that's what you're experiencing right now. You're not comfortable with it because you may not have any experience with divination at all, if any, very little. And so you want to make sure that you put yourself out there first and just give it a try. Heavily, what's going to be relied upon is going to be your intuition. And so when you do that, you're going to learn and you're going to know that once you try to evaluate each card that you pull, do you use playing cards or do you use tarot cards? And that's a rhetorical question, because either way, you're going to have some sort of oracle on that card. You're going to have the suit itself, you're going to have the number, or you're going to actually have a picture that you can use to evaluate when it comes to doing your readings. So you want to rely on the information that you currently have. And then if you have any additional questions, make sure to, just ask, but you want to start by being self-sufficient.
I want to add on to that, if you guys don't mind. When I first started learning how to divine, I had to divine for literally 3 hours a day with a group of 2 girls that I had within our coven. And I didn't get good until about 3 months of doing that every single day. So it's a muscle that you have to constantly work, just like at the gym. You don't get stronger overnight. It comes with discipline. It comes with time. It comes with effort. And I not only did that, I also put myself out there within the group to get ridiculed, criticized, and praised. So you don't get better until you start putting yourself out there. And I want to encourage you all to push past fear, because fear is just an emotion and just a feeling. And just because you're uncomfortable doesn't mean it's bad. It just means you're uncomfortable. So learn to put yourself out there more, because when you do that, you get better from that. You have the help of me, Huganzo, Priestess Tisha, Priestess L'Oreal, and all the other people within our coven to help you. So you guys are always going to be guided, and you're always going to be given the answers if you don't have it.
I also want to jump in. Thank you so much, Priestess. Both Priestess Tisha and the Garden Goddess. Thank you. But what I also want to say, and I think you guys will agree with me here, is that we work at what's called our sixth sense, right? So everybody got 5 senses. Did you know you had 6? And that 6th sense is your intuition. A lot of people don't know how to work that, and a lot of people don't even know how to trust their 6th sense. And so there is no crash course on that. You're not going to get it right. When you read the first time, this is a true story, the first time that I read all day for somebody else, for other people, I was so exhausted that my husband had to come pick me up out of the bed and out of my daughter's bed, because I was reading that room, and put me in the bed. I was so exhausted the next day because I had used my 6th sense so much. Okay. There is no crash course on divination. You are going to have to grow and exercise that intuition. That's it. When you take the classes, the tarot classes, we're basically giving you words so that you can give your intuition a vocabulary. Meditation is like eating your vegetables. Prayer meditation. You know how you got to eat your vegetables to go big and strong. If you were a musician, I'm sure we have some in there. You know that you hate scales, okay? I hate doing scales. La 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 la. And then you just go on. But guess what? You got to do it if you're going to be a great musician. So with that being said, it's no crash course on it, because your intuition is something that you're going to have to exercise and grow and learn how to listen to. And if you take if you actually purchase the classes, I have a few tarot classes that you can purchase from me. But if you purchase the classes, you're just getting the vocabulary to give to your intuition. If you are not learning how to work with your intuition, there's no point in the classes. So that's why I'm saying it's not a crash course.
The other thing that I want to add in is something that I want to overemphasize, which is Priestess Tisha said that we was on the phone today. That session lasted an hour. And not only that, I did 4 readings today. Okay? And look at where I am. All right? Y'all can suck my ass on being tired. Enroll your ass in mentorship, because Priestess Tisha is not going to tell y'all what we talked about, but she learned some real shit, okay? Yeah, you can do the divinations in the group. Yeah, y'all can get everything else, but until you get me supervising you and I'm like, nope, that's wrong. Nope, go deeper. Yeah, you on point. Yes, that's correct. Try this out. Look at it this way. Hold on, let me get my spirit board and see what my board has to say. That's when you really going to get the fuck better. Dead ass. When I'm watching you, I'm going to make sure that you're sharp, okay? In case you haven't noticed, there's a certain eloquence that everyone has that reads on Black Spectrum Network, no matter who it is. So I want to let you all know that everyone has learned to read through me. They had their ability to read, but even Priestess Oshun Funke, she could already read, but she became a much more sophisticated reader, a much more versatile reader years ago when we was just doing readings for each other, kicking shit on the phone. So the best thing that you can do is get thee to a Babalawo, get thee to a Hugan, get thee to a one-on-one consultation, and get your ass in the shadows of that person, shadow that person. That's the closest thing that you're gonna do. I don't know if it's common sense at this point that in order to become a doctor or to be a nurse, in nursing school, you gotta shadow that person. In order to become a priest, you're gonna have to shadow that person. We can keep saying it over and over and over and over and over. At the end of the day, you don't become a doctor by passing the classes. You don't work at a hospital by passing the boards. You don't learn everything you need to learn out them textbooks or a virtual class, but you learn to be the best doctor by being around the doctor. If you want to be Chloe X Halle, you have to be around Beyonce. It's a lot of gay men and a lot of women and a lot of artists that are inspired by Beyonce, but they don't embody Beyonce. They just look like niggas in drag doing embodiments of Beyonce. But Chloe X Halle, in order for them to be Beyonce, they gotta be around Beyonce. In order for you to understand how Chloe X Halle, they can just stand there and just move their hips and sway, and it's extremely feminine, you gotta be around Beyonce. And you gotta get critiqued by Beyonce. And if Beyonce had a mentorship, I'm sure a lot of y'all's spiritual asses will be hopping the fuck up off of here and trying to dance and wind your hips to be the third member in Chloe X Halle and call that bitch Tia and Tamara. All right. Anyway, y'all, let's get up off of here. I know that y'all had a lot of questions. We tried to answer everything. We tried to be really thorough. I hope that y'all are really excited. Okay. I am going to make sure that we don't just leave y'all in the dark. I think I can get the Garden Goddess and maybe a couple others, Priestess Tisha. We can host a practice divination session, do some practice divinations together and get some experience in, okay? I can actually send you all a bone reading class that it shows an example of like divinations and how it is that people divine, but I don't know if that is going to further intimidate you all, because it's not like you can't really learn from it. It's literally just like watching my YouTube videos, you know, at that point. So I don't know, but we'll see. I leave you all with these words of wisdom from the rapper Dreezy. Gave mercy to these hoes. What would Jesus do? I've been your professor, teacher for today, Huganzo, joined by my lovely staff of priestesses who are working with me. I'll see you all on Sunday or whenever we start, not Sunday, whatever I offer the next class, I will see y'all. I'm thinking about bringing y'all into our ancestral veneration review session this Sunday, so that you all can get more exposure to what we all do and what we talk about in our classes, and maybe y'all can ask a few questions and get some stuff answered. Anyway, see you all next. Wait, did I say I gave mercy too? I did it. I did it already. Gave mercy to. All right. So remember, the truth is always collaborative. Bye.